and welcome to the Menopause Mindshift Self-Love Podcast, where we are inspiring women in menopause to unleash their inner queen, write their own story, and define their own menopause journey. I am your host, the Menopause Queen, Lisa R. Triggs, certified menopause coach, certified neuroscience coach, motivational speaker, and best-selling author of The Menopause Mindshift, How I Unleashed My Inner Queen, and you can too. This is a space for real, honest conversations about menopause, because menopause isn't just about hormones. It's neurological, it's emotional, and it's deeply personal. After 20 years of navigating menopause, I've learned that what most women are missing isn't more information, it's a different way of seeing themselves. And in this podcast, we talk about what's really happening in your body, your brain, and the tools that support you in feeling better. You'll hear from inspiring guests, as well as the insights and perspective shifts that changed everything for me. Because self-love in menopause isn't a luxury. It's the foundation. So if you are ready to think differently about menopause, reconnect with yourself, and define your own journey, you are in the right place. Hi there, and welcome to today's episode of the Menopause Mindshift Self-Love Podcast. I am your host, the Menopause Queen, Lisa R. Triggs. What if we listen to our bodies more? What if our body is actually trying to tell us what it needs during menopause, but we're just not listening? Have we just accepted the fact that you're having a bunch of symptoms, but you're still leading your life the same way? You haven't made any adjustments at all to your sleep routine, your diet, your exercise, even your mental state, emotional, all that stuff. So what if your body is trying to tell you something? I've experienced this myself. So this is something that came to a realization for me. And it was I listening to my body's needs? Was I listening to what my body was telling me? Okay, so here's the thing. Is this happening to you? You're going through your day. You might be eating a McMuffin and hash brown for breakfast on your way to work. Lunch might be a frozen pasta meal. Dinner might be, again, something that's prepared from a box or something that's quick with a sugary sauce or a gravy. And then you're experiencing hot flashes and weight gain, and you're wondering why. The hot flash is telling you something. This is what I realized. My hot flash is telling me something. My hot flash is telling me that my body cannot handle that amount of sugar and carb and starch and those processed foods anymore. That's what dawned on me. It's like, oh my God, I need to listen to my body more. My body is actually telling me, what did I have to eat? Oh my God, I polished off a chocolate bar. Well, no wonder. Or have I been a little stressed about something? Our body reacts. Our body is reacting to what's going on inside of it. So that's why I keep saying about taking better care of it, what you're putting in it. We got to listen more. Our body is actually telling us in menopause, hey, I can't handle this stuff anymore. But we just go on and we don't want to listen, and we go to the doctor and we say, oh my God, I feel so bad. Yeah, I'm getting all these hot flashes. Give me a pill. Give me something. Instead of looking at what really is going on, what your body is really trying to tell you. Your body is really trying to tell you, hey, I'm changing and you need to change with me. But it falls upon deaf ears. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to acknowledge that, or we don't make that connection. And that's the case in most times. We're actually not making the connection at first that the way we're eating and the way you're moving or not moving, the stress level that you're under, even your attitude, your mental state. Are you in a constant negative state? Are you unhappy with your work, your job? Is that stressing you out even more? All these things, they affect us internally. They affect us inside. They affect us in our body. And then our body responds to that. And it responds the only way it knows how. And that's with more symptoms or worse symptoms. So that's why I really focus on reducing stress and taking better care of yourself. This is all part of listening to your body. It is trying to tell you something. If you really sit down and listen. It's actually giving you the answers because it's giving you a response. If I'm going to have a sugary meal, I try not to anticipate the fact. I like to use my brain over my body and say, we got this. I'm at a stage now where I got this. It's not going to affect me as much, but also I remain aware and conscious that I'm not going to make a habit of doing that, because if I make a habit of doing that, then my body is going to tell me, you're making a habit of eating this stuff again, and I don't like it. It's not what your body needs. You need to take better care of me. Listen to your body. It's telling you what it needs. Say it to yourself. Let's say it together. I listen to my body's needs. That's an affirmation you can write down. I listen to my body's needs. Your body is trying to tell you something during menopause. You need to listen. It's saying it's not okay for you to treat me the same way you did when I was 30 or 25 or even 40. I can't process food the way I used to. I can't process cheese the way I used to. I can't process sugar the way I used to. My hormones are changing. So you need to change along with me. You need to adapt. You need to adjust. You need to take better care of me. You need to listen to me. You need to acknowledge me and not just bypass me with medications. It's an internal job. Like, I went through my transformational journey. It's an internal job. These are all the things that I realized and recognized and had to adjust even in myself, in my own life, my own habits, because my body was telling me, screaming at me. Is your body screaming at you? And the way it's screaming is with hot flashes and night sweats and gaining weight, to say, hey, I need more collagen now. Collagen will help me lower my cortisol and help lower my stress. So feed me more collagen. Feed me more protein now, because I need it for my bones and not so much sugar. Sugar is not good for me and my brain anymore. Never was, but I need less of that. Take care of me. Read. Keep my brain active. Don't just doom scroll on social media. Listen to Lisa's podcast. Listen to her body. I listen to my body's needs. If we really listen and focus, our body will guide us. It will tell you. So by the way it reacts and acts and feels and rests or doesn't rest. If you're sleeping well or if you're not sleeping well, your body is telling you something. Your body is telling you need to adjust something. How many of us, as we get older in midlife, this men and women start having interrupted sleep? For women, we start getting up to go pee in the middle of the night. So one thing that I had to do was adjust when I was stopping drinking at night, different things like that, our sleep time routine, our stress level. These are all actually small adjustments that can make huge impact. Let's keep that in mind. So I don't want anybody to get overwhelmed by what I'm saying. Okay. One of the things I always reiterate is that small choices, small changes can make huge impacts. So I don't want anybody to go cold turkey and give up sugar like overnight. If you like sugar in your coffee, start to slightly reduce it a little bit, and not each day, after a week. If you take 2 sugars, try 1.5 for a week or 2 until you adjust, and then reduce it back to 1, and so forth and so forth. Maybe save pasta for a special occasion, or if you're going to have your pasta, make sure that you have enough meat with it. Don't just eat a bowl of pasta anymore. I'm guilty. I used to love that. I still do love pasta, but I can't have just pasta anymore. That's too many carbs. So if I do have it now, it's got sometimes more protein with it than the carb. The pasta is less or just as much, to make that balance, right? Because our body is changing and it's telling us, it's saying, hey, listen to me. So we have to be aware. If we really just take the time to stop and listen, your body actually will guide you. Little adjustments here, and you will see the results in your severity of symptoms. I know this from my own experience, and I learned it in the certification course I was taking. about moving your body and mindset and proper nutrition. But I want to make sure that everybody knows that you don't have to do it cold turkey. You can take it step by step and wean yourself back a little bit. That's the way I had to do it as well. But I also want you to know that the more I chose to do proper movement, I'm gonna always talk about lifting weights. It is the best thing that a woman in menopause can do for herself is lift some weights. It just helps you in so many ways, not only the physical strength, but the mental as well. I had brain fog and lack of focus, and to the point where I was scared. I went to the doctor and said, we need to do some tests because of my family history. I have brain cancer and tumors in my family history. So I went to the doctor and I said, I have to make sure I don't have a tumor because I can't focus and I'm foggy. I can't remember things. Luckily, those tests came back clear. Once I started lifting weights, weight training, the clarity started to come back. And then feeding myself properly. We need different things in our bodies as we get older, and it will tell you. I know that I need to take an omega-3 now to help with my brain function. Eat some fish or scallops, all that as well. Eat more protein. Do that weight training to help with my cognitive. And my message is always mindset focused because it's a mind shift. So I have 8 core practices that I live my life by, and one is centering, right? If you've not heard me talk about my 8 core elements or my 8 core practices that I now live my life by, they are move, write, listen, unleash, and of course, affirm and love. Centering. Instead of meditation, I call it centering. Centering yourself, taking the time to calm. That calmness allows you to collect yourself. It reduces your body's stress during this time of just stillness. And the best time to really do this is before you go to bed, because I know people are busy. We're busy with our lives. We're busy during the day. We're busy in the morning. So to end your day with that 10, 15 minutes of quietness or listening to something as you're falling asleep is one of the best ways to reduce the stress of the day and improve your sleep, and in turn can help improve your menopause symptoms, right? Because you're calming your body. Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode of the Menopause Mindshift Self-Love Podcast. Again, I'm your host, the Menopause Queen, Lisa R. Triggs. And instead of saying just as always, self-love, I want to say I'm adjusting my ending statement a little bit by saying take time for self. Thank you so much. Bye for now.